Good morning, and welcome back to Dad Bod Trading, the most average and normal trading you will ever find on YouTube. Because around here, I'm just an average Joe. I'm not one of these guys flashing around his amazing sports car because I don't have one. And that's not because I choose not to have one, but it's because I don't have the money for it because I'm not good at trading yet. So, welcome to my trading journey, and we're going to go over a few different things. Let me get Discord going here. I'm a little bit late this morning, but that's okay. So, hang on a second. Okay, Discord is up and going here, so that's good. Okay, what happened? So yesterday we actually had a really good trade, and I'm pretty stoked about this because it actually worked. Um, and okay, so Disney. Here's what happened. So we had an entry position here. Let me think here. Yeah, so we got a starter position here based off of an H pattern. Held it because it didn't break the high of the day, and then doubled up our position here. Went in to this. I sold for a small profit one of them right in here. Held the other one all the way through this, and then doubled the position again right in here. Held. I should have added up here because we were ticking this top here, but I didn't anyway. Held, and then Netflix came to our rescue, wrecked everything, and then I went ahead and sold half of the position right in here, I think it was. 840, 855 is when I sold it, so that was... Yeah, right around here I sold it, which might not have been the best time to sell, but hey, that's all right. Yeah, I took profits and then held the other position, held through this because it didn't break the high of the day, and then added to the position, I think somewhere in here again. And then I went ahead and I should have taken max profits here because I just knew it was going to bounce off of this 124, but I was working, I didn't quite catch it, and by the time I saw it, it was back up to here, and I was like, eh. So I ended up taking half profits here again, and I think on the day we made close to $300, and so that was super good. I was very stoked about that. So we still have one position that expires next week, next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. And then right now it's going up in pre-market. That's fine. We're going to be down a little bit when it opens, I'm sure. But I'm super happy about this. And the position that I have is a total of like, was it $75, I think? Hang on, let me look. $78, yeah. So 78 bucks. And so I'm very happy to let this thing munch around here, even if it goes back up to here, to 128, 129. It normally has a pretty wide range, and so I'm just going to let it. Our goal again is about 121, so we'll just let it do its thing. It's had some pretty extreme days. We had a big down day here, a big up day here, a huge gap down there, and a pretty shaky day yesterday. So we'll see what happens, and I think we're doing really well with that. I'm very happy. Western Digital, I cut that yesterday because it was just beyond. Our stop was like the top of this channel here, and it totally busted out of that. So we're out of that position. Lost a little bit on that, but it didn't break the bank. And then yesterday we have an old swing trade that we tried. We were hoping for on this day, the 8th. We were hoping for it to break out, but it didn't. And guess what it did yesterday? It broke out. It went above the high, 1309. So I had an alert set up. I went ahead and got a small position. We're in at $45 on just one call on this. It looks like it's going to gap up a little bit. And hopefully, I mean, our goal is going to be around 116-ish. Yeah, probably around 117, 116, 117. We have a nice little gap right here. I'll probably take profits at 116. If we can get 116, that means we'll have, probably around $100 of profit. Hopefully. Probably a little less, maybe $75. We'll see. If this proves to be, if it can break out of this 114, I might add to the position, but we'll see. It's kind of a slow-moving one. I guess not really. The last few days. So, yeah. So that's it. We have Tesla, of course. I'm kicking myself here. This happens every earnings season where I know it's earnings season. I thought Tesla was next week. And I could have bought, a straddle or something like that, but I just didn't. Netflix was the same way. I really, really am sad that I didn't take advantage of Netflix because it's usually pretty huge when they have earnings. It's been tremendous every time. So, Netflix, Tesla, Nvidia, all of those, when they have earnings, it's usually pretty big, one way or another. So, Facebook was down a lot yesterday. Broke that monthly support there. Oh, Twitter, yeah. Twitter is doing exactly what we didn't want it to do this week. So I don't know what the fate of Twitter is going to be here. I'd really like it to just bomb down because I have some puts on it. I also have a call, but they expire tomorrow. So I'm like, should I roll them? Should I just get out of it, cut my losses? It didn't do what I wanted it to do, Unfortunately, I bought them on this day here when the volatility and volume was tremendous. So they were more pricey than they should have been. But I thought for sure there was going to be something that would happen. It looked pretty promising, but then it created this channel, and that's it. And that's all she wrote, and that's all we've been trading within this channel the whole time, this whole week. So I'm hoping for a miracle later on. I know you're not supposed to hold in hope, but let's see here. one of my puts is expiring next week, but the calls are holding up pretty well. I don't know, we'll see. I'm wondering. All right. I would like to scan for 52-week highs. MPC. Oh. Look at Tesla go. Very beautiful. One day, Tesla. One day I'll trade you. And I'll do a good job at it. Okay, so I'm going to mute my mic so that you don't have to hear me coughing and hacking. And I'll be back here shortly after the market open. All right, now that the market has had some time to process and digest some things here, we're gonna take a look at our list here again. So Disney, it's fine. I thought about adding my position at the pre-market high. Probably should have, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Again, I'm very content to just let this small position ride all the way down to 121 this next week. So I don't want to get too aggressive with it and lose all of the profits that I made off of it. So I think that's a safe plan. MDT had a nice spike there. It's failing a little bit, but we will. I want to see if it rests on top of this 113-ish area, the close from yesterday, which would be the top of this channel here, essentially. But it's a swing trade, so we're gonna give it time. Let me see. Let me look back. This is it. This is an old one, like 2 weeks ago. Let me look at the trade plan on this one and see what it was. MDT. Stop loss at 111, basically. So, here. Create ourselves a nice little alert at 111. At or below. Whoa, there we go. Create. And boom, we are in our swing trade. There we go. There's that. The market as a whole just is kind of looking a little bit pukey. I had that big rush. So, Disney. Some pretty long tails there. What's the daily look like? That's fine. If it wants to have an inside day, I'm fine with that. AMD. Whoopsie. Why does it do that? AMD. There. And kind of hit that there. What's Twitter doing? Okay, so this is a bullish flag here. Let's do this for educational purposes. So we have our Flagstaff there, and then we have our flag there. So essentially, you also it's dancing around the red-green line here, so that complicates things a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. You have a nice little. Is this a flag or a pendant? Hang on a minute. I can never quite remember. I really should memorize this stuff. Chart patterns. There we are. So this would be a bullish pendant. Okay. So obviously it broke down, so we would have stopped out there. But if we got into this and we're like, you know what, we're going to we're gonna get into this here. Let's say it broke out the top here, and we were like, okay, we get in the position, then our exit would be this lower line here. So let's say it broke out here, got a position that it jacked all the way back down here, we would be out. So just because a pattern is there doesn't mean it's going to do what you want it to do. Like, you can have this pattern, it's beautiful, it's great, and then it does that to you. So, okay, let's go back over here to Disney, see what Disney's doing. Disney is doing what Disney does. And MDT, what's MDT doing? It's under VWAP, which is unfortunate, but hey, let's give it some time. It found a little bit of support around the 113.50 area, and again, it's a swing trade, so I'm not really bothered by this. Now, if it gets all the way down to the stop, yeah, that would be annoying, and so on and so forth, but hey. Okay, well, I think that's excuse me. That's going to be it for this morning. I know that I've only been on for about 15-20 minutes, but again, we're just swing trading, and there's not much to do when you're swing trading. You set up your positions, you make sure that they're not doing something absolutely crazy and whacked, and then you just let it. You let it make you money or lose money, whichever. But I'm really enjoying swing trading. I really am. Like, day trading, there's something very, very romantic about day trading. Like, yeah, I'm a day trader. Yeah. But, man, and I've made some money, some decent money doing day trading. But I tell you what, in the current market, I'm doing a lot better swing trading than I ever have with day trading. So, at least with options, I should specify that, with options. So yeah, well, have an amazing day. Thank you for being here. I see that there's looks like there's one viewer according to my streaming software. Thank you for being here, whoever you are, wherever you are. Thanks for joining Boring Me, and hopefully we all learned something today and got a little bit better. So have an amazing day, and we'll be back tomorrow around 8 o'clock in the morning, and we'll see what the day brings. So take care, and we'll see you then.